Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Just do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 20.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8 electoral votes, in Indiana with its 11 electoral votes, West Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
And boom, we are live. Can you guys hear me? Okay, we're good.
You sound good.
Dude, technical issues all over the place, but we're here. Listen, I've learned a lot at the RNC, and I don't belong here, okay? I don't belong here. I am too retarded. I don't belong here, but I'm there, and it's been a really awesome experience. What's up, Fear the Beardo?
I'm good, man. Good to be back. Hope you had a good time there. Did you meet Tim Pool?
I did not meet Tim Pool.
Okay.
I hung out with a lot of his people that are very tight with him and that were mingling with him, but it just didn't happen. It'll happen probably. If it doesn't, I really don't care. But there's kind of like the meme of it where, you know, if I run into him, I will shake his hand. I will introduce myself, and I will ask him, like, there's either two ways it's gonna go, bro. Either you know me and you hate me, or you don't know me and you're going to know me. Either you do know me and you hate me, or you don't know me and you're about to hate me.
You got to keep the mindset. You're not meeting him. He gets to meet you. That's the mindset. Timcast, no. CobraCast, 199, baby. Let's go.
I will be super nice. I will tell him I've criticized him a lot, but it's not like I'm trying to be a dick or anything like that.
But that's how it always goes. Like, that's how it always goes with all these meetups. And you went to the Star Wars Disney convention a few years ago, and you tried to meet a few people. Some people were very cordial and nice.
I intentionally went after people that went after me, and I was going to confront them. Yeah, but these are the differences. Is these are little bitches that I was going after because they're. The whole point was like they talked a lot of shit because they thought that they didn't like the fact that I was a Trump supporter talking about Star Wars, all that. So, and I did. I confronted a lot of them.
About like 80-90% were cordial. They were open to it, and then there was a small percentage that were like, "Nah, I don't want to talk with you."
No, there was only a couple that it went well.
Okay.
Most of them
All
were
right.
bitches before and bitches after, and one of them actually ran from me. I don't want to mention Star Wars Explained's name, but so I won't mention that Star Wars Explained ran from me like a little girl when I tried to walk up to him, shake his hand, and it was almost like he was like, "I can't shake the hand of an alt-right Nazi because if anyone sees that, like that's how it felt. That's how it felt." But what's up, Jay Hailstorm?
What's up?
How you doing, brother?
Doing better now that I know Marco Rubio's not VP.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. So, but yeah, so day one at the RNC, let me just say, and I do mean it. I don't belong here. I don't really like events like this I don't like going to big events and doing this. Like I'd rather just be home covering it from, my house, hanging out with my dogs, whatever, you know what I mean? Like that's just what I would rather do. But it is cool to be here. And Thursday, it's going to be the big payoff because obviously when Trump takes the stage and officially accepts the, being the nominee and all that, it's going to be incredible.
So for real quick, for the fans who have been to maybe some of the Geeks and Gamers meetups, who have been to Comic Cons, going to a Republican convention compared to the Comic Cons, what's the atmosphere feel like?
100% different, but I'm not sure that I can give a proper context because the security is out of control right now, understandably so.
Right.
It literally, me and Ryan probably had to walk several miles to get to the convention after spending about an hour trying to park. Everything's barricaded off. I told him today, so it's like everything is barricaded off here. The barricades are out of control. So once you actually go through the Secret Service checkup and they bring the dog out and they check your trunk, they pop your hood, they check everything before they're even willing to let you drive through, even with your media credentials.
Everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So then when you go through that, and especially here, in Milwaukee, I told Ryan, I'm like, do you know what this feels like? This feels like The Dark Knight Rises, where the bridges were blown out and like everybody was just locked up indoors. Like it feels like an abandoned area, but only
feel like a criminal.
Here, so it's crazy. It's insane. So like getting from point A or getting to the event is a massive, kind of journey to even get in there, and then leaving. It's crazy. So it's hard for me to compare the two from that perspective because security is on the next level. Now, with that said, this event, this is not open to the general public. So this is only an invite only situation. So you've got a ton of mainstream people. You got a bunch of mainstream outlets. You got Fox News. You got all these, they're staged around. They have their own production studios and everything. So all of that is out there. And then you've got the general level that you're on. Like we've got pretty good access as the creators.
Quick, Jeremy. Real quick. Mm-hmm. Check your StreamYard settings on the audio settings. Check if your mic has the echo cancellation on.
It is turned on.
Yeah,
do I need to keep it on?
Down.
Yeah. Turn that off and put yourself at 100.
Okay, and then reduce mic background noise.
Turn everything off and then put yourself at 100.
Test.
Now,
test.
I know this is gonna test it, but now go into your Windows settings, Jeremy. Yeah, go into your Windows settings and bump it up to about 70.
Okay, let's see here. Freaking technology, man.
And it's StreamYard. StreamYard sucks, man.
StreamYard's really gay. It's really gay. Sound.
Audio, sound, in the Windows, and put it to about 70.
The input's at 94 already. So how is it now? Can people hear me now? I changed it when I was streaming today.
So it's low. So maybe go back into the stream. It's low. It's low, Jeremy. So go back into StreamYards and maybe bump yourself up a little bit.
Hold on.
Okay.
Test.
Better.
That good?
Yep. 1,000%
All right, there
better.
we go. Listen,
Boom.
I know technology, okay? I know technology. I mean, pretty big deal here, okay? But anyway, so yes, so it is a different kind of animal, and there's a ton for me to do right now. But it's a great experience. Ran into Scott Pressler today while I was live streaming. I've ran into a lot of people. We got to hang out with some of the Tenet Media guys today. They were super cool. Jeffrey Jackson.
Holy
shit,
smokes.
just dropped a proper
199, baby. Let's go. Jeremy, you might be retarded, but we love you. Thanks for the coverage. I watch you a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There were several people that recognized me, came up to us and talked to us. You saw some of that on the live stream. And then Robert Barnes comes randomly walking by while we're talking to somebody that recognized us. And I met other people that recognized this. So it was cool. It was really cool. And there are a lot of people at this con that I think are not going to like me. A lot of like conservatives in the conservative media, because I've talked a lot of shit about them. I'm not going to be a dick to anybody unless they, say something smart ass to me. Then I'll, but I will try to respect everybody, even people I've had differences with or called out, because the assassination attempt on Donald Trump changed everything for me and my perspective on this, man. I still can't process everything. And I'm still like looking at it, and more information is coming out right now about that is just blowing my mind. But let's talk about the big news of the day. We've got our vice presidential pick.
Yep.
J.D. Vance, senator out of Ohio. It's very underwhelming. It's not Rubio, and that's kind of the perspective I'm having to take on this to make me at least somewhat feel good about it. It's not Marco Rubio. That was going to be awful. And then you started hearing rumors earlier today that it was going to be Nikki Haley was getting some momentum. And of course, we finally get to J.D. Vance. And I was just hoping for something that was going to be a little more energizing. But again, he's not Rubio. I don't like the fact that he used to be a never Trumper. The fact that he said that he compared Donald Trump to Hitler. He did do that multiple times back when he was a never Trumper. I think it's bullshit. He called him a racist, sexist, the typical talking points, the same nonsense that any of these idiots did. So the fact that he said those things, it does bother me. It bothers me big time. And so, I'm underwhelmed by it, but it's better than Rubio, and it's better than Tim Scott.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on it. I didn't know a lot about J.D. Vance anyway. His take on women was pretty. I quote tweeted that, but
yeah. So you're cutting out just a little bit, but my thoughts on it are, I didn't know much about the guy. I did some research. He's pro Second Amendment, which is good. He's strongly against abortion, with some exceptions, which I think is fair. I think this VP pick is strongly because of swing states, in my opinion, but also, military background, which is a positive as well. While it is underwhelming, it's not a huge name. I don't care. I don't really care, because
it's all about Trump anyway.
It's Trump at the end of the day. Correct.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's all about Trump. Absolutely.
Yep.
Hailstorm, any thoughts on it?
I don't really know much about him either, other than pretty much what we discussed. And I know there's a lot of people, the right kinds of people, don't like him, so that's a good thing.
Yes. Well, the Biden campaign came out right away and said how ultra right wing this guy was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you still having issues with my with the sound?
So you
is
cut
the audience, out. Is the audience hearing it? That's what I need to know. But, I mean, you guys are clearly having some issues with my audio, but is the audience hearing any issue?
It's not your audio too; it's your video as well.
It's both. And if we're getting it, the audience is probably getting it as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see what. So if you could pull up Colin Rugg's Twitter account. Okay, if you can pull up Colin Rugg's Twitter account, Hailstorm or Beardo, one of you. He posted something earlier, not too long ago, actually, a few hours ago, I think, or maybe in the last hour, about the shooter. And just more information is coming out about this situation, and it's just not good. It's not good at all. By the way, can I make a controversial statement really quick?
Hold on.
Can I make a?
Wait, is this Colin Ruggs right here?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Right there. Nope. Go back up. Up. One more. Right there. Read what he says right there, and go ahead and just enhance that so the audience go like put it up to like 150% on your screen.
Oh, the sound. The sound in that.
Not the video. We need to read what he has to say. What I'm saying is put your screen at 150% so it enhances the words for the audience.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so click on that. Yeah, now read that.
Breaking: a police counter sniper team was inside the building that Thomas Crooks shot from during the shooting, according to New York Post. This just keeps getting more insane. According to sources who spoke with the Post, Crooks was literally climbing on top of the building where the watch post for the snipers was located.
What the hell is happening? How is this possible? How is this possible? The building, the AGR International Ink Factory in Butler, Pennsylvania, was being used by local police as a watch post for snipers to scan for threats as the former president spoke on stage only 130 yards away. The Post reported. Crooks was reportedly spotted in the building 26 minutes before the incident. This is fucking crazy. Play the video really quick. Hailstorm. And get the audio.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look what happened. A months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look what happened.
Hi, Dan. I think they hit him because the guy looks dead.
Months old, and
I can't believe what I've witnessed. I can't believe what I've witnessed. Now, in Wokeness earlier today, this morning I woke up. If so, don't share your screen right now until you find it. But In Wokeness put up a video of a time frame. It like showed like a time lapse of like everything as Trump is speaking. If you can find that, it's crazy.
Well, and then real quick, there's also this as well. Drew Hernandez posted this. There's been several people that have posted this as well. This lady in the stands acting very suspicious. So Drew Hernandez says, what is going on with this woman behind Trump before and after the shooting? Who is she and what does she know? So this is during his speech, during and after and the shooting. And she's looking in the direction of the shooter. And then after the events happen, she pulls out her phone to record it. She's not ducking for coverage. She's covered by a sign, by a "you're fired" sign. So there's like maybe a few seconds that blocks her, but she's not scared and she's looking in the direction. She knows what's going on. She pulls out her phone to see, and she's not scared at all.
Watch this shit, dude. Watch. Watch. She sits down. Yep. Watch this. Puts the sign up.
Something that said, take a look what happened.
Shots go off.
She's completely normal. And then watch.
And then she's got her.
What the fuck? What the fuck? People are freaking out.
And she's filming.
And she's just like right there. She's not even freaking the fuck. Watch this shit, dude. Watch. Watch.
Crazy. Jeremy, have you seen that?
I have seen that, and it is out of context. It's crazy. We live in a social media obsessed world. Everybody's looking to get something on camera to go viral. So while I think there's 50-50 shot of that being completely fucking weird and just somebody trying to get some viral content, but
could be
when you add all of the other things going on with this situation, that's where it gets fishy. That's where it gets real fishy, because this whole scenario is weird.
Well,
It's
and then how about the
crazy weird.
FBI? The FBI today said that they weren't able to hack into the attempted shooter's phone. Now,
yeah, that's true. Hey, hang on. Keep an eye out because it looks like,
Sure.
yeah, I did see this. Trump might be making a special appearance at the RNC. So if anybody can pull up a feed of maybe Right Side Broadcasting or something like that and see if he might be making an appearance. I'm not there. I'm back at my hotel.
I remember I was living in California at the time. There was the San Bernardino shooters. It was 2 of them. They were Muslim extremists. And they opened fired in the middle of the street, and they went to extensive measures and research to hack into these people's phones, where they went to Apple themselves to unlock these people's phones. The FBI couldn't not hack into it. They had to go to Apple to get permission for Apple to
Trump
open
is there.
up.
Trump is there.
Yeah,
Trump is
he's there. I didn't want to interrupt, but
Let's
yeah,
go.
he's there.
No, interrupt.
So
Fuck
anyways,
it.
I've already got it.
Let's
My
go.
bad.
Share it.
I'm
Share
a
it.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, you are. It's okay though. So, all right, hurry up. Let's do it. Back it up if we need to.
All right. Let's see.
All right,
He must
so
have just come out.
Yes, right there.
Well, I'll do the music.
Do you not know how to fast forward without like you can hit your keys? All right, let's go. Right there.
Well, there's music playing.
Jesus Christ! Do you not know how to fast forward with it?
Come on!
How do you not know? There we go. All right, give me some fucking.
He's not speaking, so we'll just leave the sound off.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem though. We shouldn't be getting hit. We shouldn't be getting hit, so it's fine. You can unmute it. You can unmute it. It's fine. Got his ear covered up. What a badass. I think he just wants to be there to kind of show like I'm here.
Right.
You know, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere, mofos.
They should be playing 50 Cent.
What a Chad.
Oh, complete badass.
Yeah, and did you hear what Dana White had to say about him today?
I did not.
We'll be playing that here in just a minute.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lee Greenwood.
So is Trump coming out?
Hello, RNC. Is there any doubt who's going to be the next president of the United States?
No, there's not.
Prayer works. This nation based on faith. Prayer works. Because he was sure as Don.
They're saying skip to live. So.
Okay. Well, hurry the fuck up.
There you go.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again. Just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today. Because the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Yep. So would you have access to this, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm?
The men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. Sing it! God bless the USA.
What a badass.
Dude. What a Chad, man. What a badass. Seriously.
There's Tucker, Byron Donalds.
And that is to elect Donald J. Trump as the next president of the United States. He is here tonight to show his courage, his defiance against somebody who tried to kill him. You will not take this man down. He has the courage, the strength, and he will be the next president of the United States. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea. Ladies and gentlemen, the 45th President of the United States and soon to be the 47th President of the United States.
Let's
Please
go.
welcome Donald J. Trump. Oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget.
Hey, I don't know if I doubt he's going to speak tonight. I mean, I didn't even know. I mean, I would be there if I would have known, but.
Next to you and defend her still today. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
People are saying Trump is crying. I don't see it from here.
Mr. President.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
That's awesome, man. Badass.
This dude came inches from being dead just a few days
Please
ago.
welcome Mark Lawrence from Cedar Springs, Michigan.
There you go. The fight. Yes.
Freaking legend, dude. Well, it makes sense. Security was insane today, so the man himself is there.
Right.
It was worse today than it was yesterday. Is he gonna talk? Because he's waiting for the crowd to die down.
Right, right. We get it. We get it. Yeah, Trump's there. We get it.
It's a lot of pressure for him to talk as Trump makes his appearance, man.
Yes.
Good evening.
I
I'm Mark
love that
Laws,
Tucker
and I live in
in
Western Michigan.
is up there.
Yep, right next to him.
Well, I think Donald's is next to him, and then it's
I'm not
Tucker.
a senator or a governor or some other politician, but I'm just a regular guy. But to my kids and my grandkids who call me Peepa, I'm the guy. I live on a fixed income, so I'm not one of the people that watch their portfolios. No, in the big boy Joe economy, I just worry about getting through the day. But I'm fortunate because I don't have a mortgage. If I did, I'm really not sure how I'd make it. The big boy Joe inflation has turned our dollars into nickels. And in Michigan, we got 180,000 plus people that are in tax lien foreclosure right now. So even though I don't have a mortgage, I still got to pay the government to rent my house. And if I don't, they take it away.
All right, you can mute it real quick, or just mute it.
When
You can
I'm
leave the
asked
video
how
up,
I'm
just
doing,
mute it. So if you're just tuning in, President Trump just made his appearance at the RNC. I am in Wisconsin. I was at the RNC most of the day. I did not know he was going to make an appearance, or I would have still have been there. But it's for a low-tier YouTuber as myself, unless I don't understand, it is a nightmare to get in and out of the convention for me. To the point where I'm probably just going to Uber tomorrow and not drive, because that way the Uber can just drop me off at like some random place and I can get a little closer. But like parking and everything is crazy. Security is out of control. And but yes, so I'll be there. The next 3 days we're expecting to be kind of pretty crazy in terms of the speakers and the people that are going to be there. I did a live stream today that did very well. We had over like 70,000 views on that stream last time I looked.
Wow.
So, yeah, so it's really good. And so I'm really excited about the future of what we're going to see. It feels like the momentum for Trump is off the fucking charts right now. And I can say that the feeling at the RNC is, I guess the easiest word to describe it is just motivated. People are just motivated now. There's so much motivation for President Trump because of what happened, how we just witnessed all of this happen right before our very eyes, on camera, on screen. It was crazy. And so I think a lot of people are thankful to be part of it, just because Trump is, going to be, officially the nominee. It's going to be official. Everybody's going to be able to say, I was there when this happened. We all realize it's just a couple of days. The security measures to get there, I think, are really tough, like to get in and out. But, that's the latest. Oh, go ahead and unmute.
Bidenomics doesn't just have
back it up a
seniors
hair.
worried.
Back it up a hair.
It has them scared to death. Biden's inflation
And all of us
isn't keeping up with inflation. And thanks to Biden and Harris's open border disaster, allowing over 10 million illegals.
You don't know how do you not know how to fucking use your keyboard?
My keyboard
to
doesn't do that.
He
What?
smashed it too many times.
The hell is
Yeah,
wrong
that's it.
with you? Jesus Christ. What kind of fucking operation are we running around here? Anyway, you can mute it and let it keep playing. But I do, I put it in the CobraCast chat. Pull this video up, okay? Pull this video up that I put in the CobraCast chat. Jay, you can join if you want, okay? You can join if you want. But somebody get that fucking video and share it. One of you. I don't care who.
Which one?
Get on
this
it.
one?
In the
Current one?
CobraCast chat. It's Dana White. What Dana White said on the Pat McAfee show. about
Okay,
it.
here we yeah.
It's really good. It's really, really good. And it puts it all in perspective. So is all right, stop sharing your screen.
I got it.
Hailstorm.
I got it.
All right, here we go. Full screen it.
Yep.
How is he, and what does your week look like? And was there ever a thought of him going to UFC Denver?
No, he was never going to UFC Denver. I was on a plane to Italy, so he wouldn't go to the UFC unless I was there, number one. Number two, I've been saying this forever about this guy. He is one of the toughest, most resilient human beings that I have ever met in my life. And let me tell you what, everybody wants to act like a tough guy, right? Everybody wants to act like a tough guy. Well, when the shit goes down, you find out who tough guys are and who tough guys are not. This guy is the legitimate, ultimate American badass of all time. You know, the guy takes a shot at him. He goes down. He stands up, and then he starts chanting to the crowd and you know, fight, fight, fight. I literally was blown away. I called him as soon as I landed. I called him, and he answered, and he was already home from the hospital. And we talked for like 30 minutes. Pat, I'm telling you, I have never known a human being like this in my life. He is literally one of the toughest, most badass guys of all time. And listen, you don't like him. You can say whatever you want about him. It is undebatable now. Literally undebatable. A sniper tried to take a shot at him and missed him by millimeters. A bullet through the ear. I had a buddy in Boston when we grew up, and a bunch of guys tried to kill him one night outside of a bar. And he was never the same again. He was never the same. He literally moved out of South Boston and went down South Shore and was never the same again mentally after that happened to him. This guy's almost 80 years old. The guy tried to blow his head off. And to have the reaction that he did when he got up, this guy's been a friend of mine for 25 years. He's one of the greatest human beings I've ever met. He's an unbelievable friend, and he is forever now the ultimate American badass. That picture that you just showed will go down in history 100 years after we're dead.
Yes.
Boom.
Dude, so well said. You can pull the right side of feedback up and just keep it muted. But I don't know, like, he's right. In 100 years from now, when we're all dead and gone, they're still going to continue. They're going to continue to talk about the legend of Donald Trump. They're going to go like, what was it like to be around when this guy was there? Donald Trump is the most legendary human being of all time. Like, this is insane. Unmute it. Let's hear what they're saying.
Save America. With his leadership and our help, we will make America affordable again, wealthy again, and great again. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless and continue to protect President Trump and his family. And may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Please welcome Amber Rose from South Philadelphia.
Just mute. Oh wait, no, is this the model chick, right? Let's hear what she's got to say.
Rose, this fucking slut.
Hello.
Hey.
My name is Amber Rose.
Watch your
Look at her forehead.
I'm a model and entrepreneur. Thank you. But most importantly, I'm a mother. My whole world revolves around providing for my children, keeping them safe, and giving them an opportunity for a better life. That's something that unites all American parents. Whether we're Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, or liberals, we all want a better country for our children. But I'm here tonight to tell you, no matter your political background, that the best chance we have to give our babies a better life is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States.
Listen, a forehead tattoo is one of the most retarded things a human being can do. Holy shit.
Now you may
but
be
at least
wondering
she
why
supports
I'm up
Trump.
here telling you
Good
this.
Lord.
I'm no politician and I don't want to be, but I do care about the truth. And the truth is that the media has lied to us about Donald Trump. I know this because for a long time I believed those lies. So I'm here to set the record straight. The first person I knew who supported Donald Trump was my father. I was shocked. My entire family is racially diverse. And I believed the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump. People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love.
Even if you have a forehead tattoo, we love you.
And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong. So I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too. Thank you. Love you too. I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father, who's in the audience tonight, for opening my eyes. He served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service, Dad. Where's he at? I love you, Dad. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. When I met the president and Melania for the first time, he was kind and generous and funny as hell. Very funny. The First Lady was gracious and smart with a smile that will brighten up any room. If you're watching this tonight, you know our country is in trouble. Just like me. When you go to the store and buy food for your family, you're shocked. When you fill up your gas tank, you're pissed. I know I am. And when you turn on the news, you are just exhausted. Inflation is out of control. And you know in your heart it was not like this under Donald Trump. My message to you tonight comes from a humble place. The left told me to hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president. We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates. Yes. Or, as Trump would say, it's a vote to make America great again. Thank you so much.
Let's go. Hey. Mute it. Listen. There's not many, like, a fucking forehead tattoo is literally the most retarded thing a person can do. But the only way to make up for that is to support President Trump. So I'm all for it. So, all right, I'm muted.
16 years ago, I left Nicaragua for a better life in a fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Woo! America welcomed me, and I embraced the values of hard work, learning the language, and respecting the laws.
All
It's
right,
the American thing to do.
All right, mute it. But no, I want to. We got a 50 from Hayden Wayne. If you want to get that.
Hayden. Yeah. Let me pull it up.
Hayden
Here
Wayne.
we go.
And
Hayden with a $50. Trump is akin to George Washington. Washington was almost killed in action, last one alive, retreating, and had 12 holes in his jacket. His horse was downed, and another horse showed up. I read a journal from the battle. This is history. What'd I say?
He said, I read a journal from the battle.
I read a journal from the battle. This is history in the making.
Thank you, Hayden.
Thank you, Hayden, with the $50. Holy smokes, that's not cheap.
And you're I read good, Beardo 2024.
I did good last night. Okay, I have something to say.
All right.
I'm glad and surprised and glad that Amber Rose has a father in her life. I am. What the fuck? I'm glad.
No. The thing about it is the thing that, like, there's a lot of people like rock stars and shit like that, and they get all these face tattoos or whatever. But like, it's really sucks when it's like a fairly attractive woman, and she's got a forehead tattoo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's when it's a pretty woman and she's got a forehead tattoo, it's distracting because she's attractive, she's pretty,
right?
And so for her to, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Because the bottom line is she is supporting President Trump, and that is all I care about. That's all I care about, and I'm glad that she was there. And not only is she supporting President Trump, she's a speaker at the RNC.
Right.
I promise you, the crowd she runs with don't like that, okay?
Yes.
The crowd she runs with does not like that, and they're probably going to give her a lot of hell, okay?
And that's what's huge. What's huge is the fact that she is in the entertainment music industry, and she is putting herself out there in the public eye to support Donald Trump. That is huge of her. Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. So, but, you know, good on her. And I'm glad that she is there tonight, and good stuff.
Golden Nuggets with the 2. Beardo, you can fix her. I'll DM her.
But if you're just tuning in, I am currently at my hotel, but I am in Wisconsin. I am in Milwaukee. I was at the RNC most of the day. I did not know Trump was going to be there tonight. But I had a good time. It's pretty, like, it's a lot. With security measures, it's a lot. But I'll be back there tomorrow. I'll be there Wednesday and Thursday. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And got to meet some cool people. And I'm sure there's more cool people we're going to meet along the way.
So, on the convention floor, what kind of booths do they have there? Like, what does the atmosphere look like as far as, like, the booths down there?
I mean, they don't really have booths. They have at the Baird Center, which is where it's at. Okay. That is for, like, delegates and all of that. The floor is for the delegates, you know, so when you see them going like, the state of Arkansas nominates Donald Trump with our so many delegates, like all of that is designed for the delegates. You have press around the perimeter. They have like their own little studios. And then there's like a stadium over that's where press, that's the media row. And so we walk through there, and that's where like Benny Johnson's setup is. Dan Bongino had a setup there. I didn't see Dan Bongino, but I saw a setup. But dude, like Benny Johnson's like right there, and we walked up to see Benny. I'm standing there with like Ryan and a couple of the tenant media guys. Ryan's like, dude, come here. I'm like, what's up? He goes, look behind you. I turn around and look behind me. Guess who's there about to do his podcast? Rudy fucking Giuliani is just sitting there. And I'm like, what? I unmute it. Let's see what we got going on here.
Greetings, delegates and guests. I'm Sean O'Brien, General President of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. I'd like to give my peeps from the greatest state in the nation, Massachusetts, some props. What's up? First, I want to thank the hardworking Teamsters and union members here in Milwaukee who play vital roles in the building and operations of this convention. I also want to thank President Donald Trump for opening the RNC's doors to the Teamsters Union and inviting me to speak before you tonight.
Let's go!
I travel all across this country and meet with my members every week. You know what I see? An American worker being taken for granted. Workers being sold out to big banks, big tech,
guy's got
corporates,
great
and the
energy.
elite. And I'm not the only one who sees this. Everyday families see it. The American people aren't stupid. They know the system is broken. We all know how Washington is run. Working people have no chance of winning this fight. That's why I'm here today, because I refuse to keep doing the same things my predecessors did. Today, the Teamsters are here to say we are not beholden to anyone or any party. We will create an agenda and work with a bipartisan coalition ready to accomplish something real for the American worker. And I don't care about getting criticized. It's an honor to be the first Teamster in our 121-year history to address the Republican National Convention.
Mute it. So I will say, and get ready to unmute here in a minute, but Trump does look tired. And that's what, like, the first time I've ever seen Trump look tired. Like, he actually looks tired. And it's obviously it's understandable, but he definitely does look tired. Go ahead and unmute it.
There was political unrest on the left and on the right. Hard to believe. Anti-union groups demanded the president rescind his invitation. The left called me a traitor. And this is precisely why it's so important for me to be here today. Think about this. Think about this. The Teamsters are doing something correct. If the extremes in both parties think I shouldn't be on this stage. President Trump had the backbone to open the doors to this Republican convention, and that's unprecedented. No other nominee in the race would have invited the Teamsters into this arena. Now, you can have whatever opinion you want, but one thing is clear. President Trump is a candidate who is not afraid of hearing from new, loud, and often critical voices. And I think we all can agree, whether people like him or they don't like him, in light of what happened to him on Saturday, he has proven to be one tough SOB.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Hell yeah.
Now, when I won the presidency of the Teamsters in a national election 2.5 years ago, we started reaching across the aisle. In the past, the Teamsters have endorsed GOP candidates, including Nixon, Reagan, and George H.W. Bush. But over the last 40 years,
I get you booed.
the Republican Party has really pursued strong relationships with organized labor. There are some in the party who stand in active opposition to labor unions. This too must change. And I want to be clear. At the end of the day, the Teamsters are not interested if you have a D, R, or an I next to your name. We want to know one thing. What are you doing to help American workers?
Bingo. Bingo.
As a negotiator, I know that no window or door should ever be permanently shut. In my administration, the Teamsters reached out to 8 Republican senators who stood up for railroad Teamsters over our fight for paid sick leave. Josh Hawley was one of them. We started talking. Senator Hawley changed his position on national.
So I just want to reword what he said. He said, in the past, we have endorsed, Republicans like Nixon, like Reagan, and we really fucked up with George H.W. Bush. That's what he should have said, because that's where you lost it. So it's like, that ain't helping your cause at all. You might as well just go ahead and say you support Joe Biden at that point, because that's all George H.W. Bush is. All right, unmute it.
He has shown he is not willing to accept their pillaging of working people's pocketbooks. I know from a career in negotiating that you get nowhere by slamming your fist on the table. The first step is to listen. The Teamsters and the GOP may not agree on many issues, but a growing group has shown the courage to sit down and consider points of view that aren't funded by big money think tanks. Senators like J.D. Vance, Roger Marshall, and Representatives Nicole Malliotakis, Mike Lawler, and Brian Fitzpatrick are among elected officials who truly care about working people. And this group is expanding and is putting fear into those who have monopolized our very broken system in America today. There are far too many people on both sides of the aisle still caught up in knee-jerk reactions to unions, who subscribe to the same tired claptrap that unions destroy American companies. Take a moment to consider United Parcel Service, which is the largest private sector logistics company, and it's been unionized for more than 100 years. More than 350,000 Teamsters make it run. We work for good middle-class wages, quality health care, and secure pensions.
Could you see him being like a Batman character, like a villain in the Batman movies? You know, I could totally see this like as a Gotham speech, as a backdrop in a Gotham movie, as like a side storyline within a Batman movie.
The
it
mayor.
Feels like,
the mayor of Gotham.
It totally feels like it. All right.
He could totally be the mayor of Gotham. 100%.
Unmute it.
It's hard. UPS does it because the Teamsters fight for it. All 350,000 of us. You know, corporatists hate when working people join together to form unions. But for a century, major employers have waged a war against labor by forming corporate unions of their own. We need to call the Chamber of Commerce and the Business Roundtables what they are. They are unions for big business. And here's another fact. Against gigantic multinational corporation, an individual worker has zero power. It's only when Americans band together in democratic unions that we win real improvements on wages, benefits, and working conditions. Companies like Amazon are bigger than most national economies. Amazon is valued over $2 trillion. That makes it the 14th largest economy in the world. What is sickening is that Amazon has abandoned any national allegiance. Amazon's sole focus.
I am curious, is this guy going to actually like fully endorse Trump, or is he just going to keep, trying to talk like a Batman villain? So we'll see. He better fully endorse Trump. Unmute.
Worker. In my office in Washington, D.C., I can see the United States Capitol from my window. I see well-intentioned people arrive in Washington and get eaten up by an unforgiving system. The responsibility to average Americans takes a back seat. The objective now becomes survival. Fundraiser after fundraiser. Corporate consultants hedge every initiative. The Hill crawls with lifers, bouncing from government jobs to corporate jobs and back again. I think we can all agree D.C. is a pretty treacherous area. Most legislation is never meant to go anywhere, and it's all talk. And in America, talk isn't cheap.
All right,
it's
I'm getting
very
bored with this
expensive,
guy.
and it comes at the cost of
I'm
our
getting
own
bored.
country.
He's taking his 15 minutes and
Yeah,
fame.
he's
Working
overextending it. He's
Correct.
No, our
overextending
system
it.
is broken. The elites are not laboring on behalf of workers. There is a political caste system that prevents citizens from accessing their representatives to hold them accountable. For a moment in time, working people in America were seen as essential.
All right,
Sadly, it took
mute
a
it.
global.
Let's get
What
these
he's
50s.
saying is important, but do we give a fuck about it? No. We want
Well,
to
he
hear
just-
about Donald Trump right
Yeah,
now.
this is not about, like, he's grandstanding on his issue, and it's like this is Trump's night. This is Trump's moment, and I get, like, there's no problem making your point, but it should be, your point should be a backdrop to the point of Trump, and he's not taking that opportunity at all.
He's also preaching to the choir. We understand and acknowledge everything he's saying. We've been preaching this since 2016. Everything he's saying, we already know. He's
Right,
just using
hit-
complicated words to explain it.
Hit
We
these
already know.
250s. Hit these 250s.
Yeah, sure.
Love dogs. So I got it. Trump
Yep.
seems reflective to me more than tired. I believe he is a changed man after Saturday. His life was spared due to divine intervention. I mean, I do
Absolutely.
I do agree
Absolutely.
with that. I do agree with that. Xanaximus, go ahead.
Xanaximus with a $50. Feels like more than ever, Trump is making good on his word to make America great again. And not just his policies. A united America is a great America. It does not feel that happening with all of these. It does not feel that's happening with all of these from the other sides joining under his banner now.
Well said, Xanaximus. All right,
Correct.
unmute it real quick.
To paraphrase Senator Mark Wayne Mullen,
Shout
it's
out
time
to Alec
for
Baldwin's
both sides
finger as
of
well.
Congress to stand their butts up. We need trade policies that put American workers first. It needs to be easier for companies to remain in America.
How long is he going to go?
We need legal protections that make it safer for workers to get a
He's
contract.
taking his moment for sure.
We must stop corporations from abandoning local communities to inflate their bottom line. We
know
need
what?
meaningful bankruptcy
He looks like a
reform
good Lex
today.
Luthor.
Corporate vultures buy up companies like Yellow Freight
Brock!
with the intent of driving them into bankruptcy
Brock.
and feasting on their remains.
Brock.
The courts leave workers begging for crumbs as third
Look at that,
tier
huh?
creditors.
Come
Labor law must be
on!
reformed. Americans vote for a union but can never get a union contract. Companies fire workers who try to join unions and hide behind toothless laws that are meant to protect working people but are manipulated to benefit corporations. This is economic terrorism at its best. An individual cannot withstand such an assault. A fired worker cannot
says a lot that
afford
Trump's given this guy
corporate
this
delays,
platform.
and these greedy
Right.
employers know it. There are no consequences for the company, only the worker. We need corporate welfare
still going.
reform. Under our current system, massive companies like Amazon, Uber, Lyft, and Walmart take zero
Bro,
responsibility
holy shit.
for the workers they employ.
This dude
These
is-
companies offer no real health insurance, no retirement benefits, no paid leave, relying on
This is like if the Hawk Tua girl is still relevant in 6 months. Like, it's like this has gone on too long. That's what this speech is right now. Unmute.
We must put workers first. What could be more important to the security of our nation than a long-term investment in the American worker?
Didn't he already say this like 12 times?
In 2021,
Yes.
Teamsters nationwide elected me to fight for them, and that's precisely what I'm doing. Something is wrong in this country, and we need to say it out loud. I will always speak for America and the American worker,
We
both
know.
union and non-union.
We get it. Fuck.
I challenge each and every one of you, and especially my friends on the Democratic side, to embrace cooperation, to truly collaborate.
I'm glad I'm not there
to
now. I don't give a damn if Trump's there. I'm just glad I'm not there.
Change to
Yeah.
ensure we make this great nation, in this world, the bigger, faster, and strongest nation
Can
in
we
the
get
entire
another 50
world.
so we can mute this motherfucker again? Come on, somebody.
I love this country.
Let's get a big super
The
chat so we
Teamsters
can
love
mute this
country.
guy.
Our
Here we go.
1.3 million members move America on the roads, in the ports, on the rail,
feels
and
like,
in the
you know-
air. And at the end of the day, if the powers to be stop me from raising my
Amber
voice
Rose
on
was
behalf
better.
of American workers, I will
was.
not have one single regret. I still carry my commercial driver's license.
This is
I
what
still
happens
have
when
my
you.
place
This
on
is
the
what
union
happens when you make
seniority
eye
list.
contact with the mall
You'll find
kiosk
me
guy.
back in Boston
You
driving
just
a
can't get away.
tractor-trailer,
You're like,
delivering
shit.
equipment for
Can I clean
Shaughnessy
your
and
shoes?
Ahern.
Let me clean
because
one
I
shoe.
have the protection of a union contract that gives me
I
the
take back
freedom
everything
to
I
speak
said
my
about
mind
Amber Rose.
and to fight like
I'm gonna
hell.
put this next to my
God
need to go to
bless
sleep.
The greatest nation. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, Vanessa Lee dropped a 50 right when he
Look at that,
stopped.
Vanessa with the 50 says super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker, Vanessa
Thank you,
Lee.
Vanessa. We appreciate that.
Thank you. It
Holy
was about
crap.
damn time, too.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa! Draken Wolf with a $100 says, shut him up, Beardo, and read it good. Thank you. And look at that avatar. That's me.
That's
awesome. Me.
Is it?
That's me on the avatar. Yeah, that's me.
All right, unmute it. That's
Please
RNC
welcome
chair.
Pastor James Remke.
Anybody's better than discount Dan Bongino we just had. So,
Fuck.
So is he going to say a prayer?
It's a great pleasure to be here.
Yeah, probably.
Great pleasure to see President Donald Trump safe.
Absolutely.
And if I may, before the benediction, give you this promise. You're going to be so blessed. You're going to be tired of being blessed.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yes. You're going to be so blessed. That's a good sense of humor right there.
Believe me.
That's cool.
Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God, you have given us this good land as our heritage. Grant that we remember your generosity and constantly do your will. Bless our land with honest industry, truthful education, and an honorable way of life. Save us from violence, discord, and confusion, from pride and arrogance, and from every evil course of action. We give thanks to you for keeping President Trump safe. We pray for the families of those affected by the demonic violence at the rally on Saturday. And we pray you would send your holy angels to guard and keep President Trump from all harm and danger. Grant that we who came from many nations with many different languages may become a united people. Support us in defending our liberties, and give those to whom we have entrusted the authority of government the spirit and wisdom that there may be justice and peace in our land. When times are prosperous, may our hearts be thankful. And in troubled times, do not let our trust in you fail. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Mute it for a minute. I appreciate you, chat. There was no way I was going to disrespect a man of the Lord by doing Jeremy Osteen in that moment. I'm not going to do that. Unmute it. Unmute it.
So there's a video here, Jeremy. We just got tagged in.
Is it good or bad?
It's of
For a
Lester
benediction, please welcome from California,
Mute it real
National
quick.
Committee woman
It's Lester Holt interviewing Joe Biden about having been in contact with the Secret Service director.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
We can play it. No, I've seen a lot of the clips from the Lester Holt interview, which was very bad for President or for Joe Biden. I don't like referring to him as president.
I'll share it right now. So the Secret Service director is a female, and Joe Biden referred to her.
Wait a minute. You're telling me she's a female and they failed? No way. Okay, go ahead.
I know. Unbelievable.
Is it acceptable that you have still not heard, at least publicly, from the Secret Service director?
Oh, I've heard from him.
I've heard from him.
Her
hold on.
Publicly?
Hold on. The Secret Service director is a female. Let's keep this in mind right away.
Acceptable that you have still not heard, at least publicly, from the Secret Service director?
Oh, I've heard from him.
But have you heard from her publicly?
Publicly, I've sat down in a situation room downstairs with the Secret Service, the FBI, the national security agencies, the Homeland Security, all the major elements.
Is it acceptable?
One more
that
time.
you have still not heard, at least publicly, from the Secret Service director?
Oh, I've heard from him.
But have you heard from her publicly?
Publicly, I've sat down in a situation room downstairs with the Secret Service, the FBI, the national security agencies, the Homeland Security.
Wait, okay, hold on. How about the fact that they gave Joe Biden a tan just like Donald Trump? Look at him. He's got a Donald Trump tan going on.
It's very, very bad. It's
jeez Louise.
Incredibly bad. But
I've heard from him.
Go pull up go there's a tweet in the Overcast chat, Tucker Carlson. I want you guys to pull that up real quick. I just thank you everybody for the support. You guys have been crazy with the support this week, and I really do appreciate it. It feels like CobraCast has definitely leveled up, and
this one?
I'm kind of blown away by it. Yeah, this one right here. You wanna hide the fucking messages? Jesus Christ, Beardo.
Hey.
What a fucking retard. All right,
I'm
let's
old,
go.
Man. I'm a boomer.
Now, J.D. Vance is the VP pick, and I think every person who pays close attention has got to be thrilled by that. And if you don't know much about J.D. Vance, I'm not even going to make a case for J.D. Vance. I'm going to tell you what I just saw, which is that every bad person I've ever met in a lifetime in Washington was aligned against J.D. Vance. And I do think the negative case is often more powerful. Now, J.D. Vance is the VP pick.
I mean,
and I think
that's not a bad take from Tucker. You know, not a bad take at all. So, I'm indifferent on the whole J.D. Vance thing. So, but that's a good point from Tucker. All right, unmute.
Senator Vance, congratulations. President Trump, we are honored to have you here tonight, and on behalf of the entire Republican Party all across America, we are grateful for you to be our nominee for the 47th President of the United States of America.
You're damn right. You're damn right. And if I can say one thing real quick, Jeremy.
Yeah, quickly.
How huge of Trump for him to have somebody who was against him in 2016, to have somebody have a revelation, to wind up supporting him, to choose him as the next vice president.
It's a big move.
Correct. Yeah.
This dude was shot 2 days ago.
The chair declares that
3
the
days ago.
2024 Republican National Convention stand in recess until tomorrow at 5 p.m.
All right, I think that's it for the day.
Just think, like, just a couple days ago, before the shooting, like, he was originally supposed to be like sentenced. You know, so all the hurdles, all the crap he's gone through just to get here.
Yeah.
Well,
it's crazy.
And then today for them to dismiss the cases in Florida, like, what impeccable timing.
Yeah, man, it's weird, man. The whole thing is weird.
What is weird, like, what I'll say in retrospect, to play devil's advocate to what I just said about how huge it is of Trump to pick Vance as his VP, even though Vance was a anti-Trumper in 2016. To play devil's advocate, we remember JFK and all the stuff with JFK, Lyndon B. Johnson. Lyndon B. Johnson was in bed with the CIA and FBI to take out JFK. God bless us. Hopefully this is not another instance of that.
I mean, so I found the video I want you guys to share. So share this video right here. This is what I'm about to show you is scary. I'm sure a lot of people have already seen this. This is terrifying what I'm about to show everybody, okay? This is fucking terrifying.
And I don't have the DMs up.
All right, good job. All right, back it up.
Thank you. Okay, so everyone must watch this split screen video of the moments leading up to the attack. Secret Service had 2 full minutes. If not for Twitter, you've never seen this.
He was doing his job. I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. You see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
Pause. Understand, guys, for those of you that were watching this live, we didn't know anything. I was watching this, and then I stopped watching because I had to record a video. We didn't even know that there was a fucking shooter on a building while the people there were trying to notify the proper authorities. And apparently a lot of them knew. Continue.
Well, have you seen the videos, Jeremy, of the Secret Service moving out the people from the front row just moments before?
I don't know if I saw that one, but we'll continue this, and then we can look at that.
And so I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator
What's happening?
and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look.
And it's
There he
not
is.
easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened. We have the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we're the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring. I try and explain that. Oh, there's a wow. You guys are doing it.
This is terrifying to watch for me, man.
My
This is
guys,
this
take
is
a look at that chart.
unbelievable.
Take a
I've
look at
tried
the
to
arrow on the
ignore it
bottom.
the
See the
past
big
few years.
red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit over that chart.
So, Jeremy, this is what I'm talking about. Right here. Right here. You see Secret Service moving people from the very front row moments before the gunfires happen. This is what I was just telling you.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that one. I mean, I saw that one, but I was paying more attention to Trump. I haven't seen.
I'll rewind it just a little bit, but you see Secret Service starting to move people right here moments before the gunfire.
Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit over that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something.
So I kind of feel like because they were inside the barrier and they were directly behind Trump, I could see why they would move them because they were.
But why?
There's no barrier.
But why?
Well, I mean, I don't think
they were already sitting there. They were sitting there the entire time, and during the first several minutes of Trump's speech.
Do we know that though? Do we know they were there the whole time?
Well, yeah. Let's rewind it just a little bit.
And then,
like, there's people behind him there, but I'm saying those people that they're moving.
And
were
then
not...
the worst president in the history of our country
They had to have been. They had to have been there the entire time.
took over.
And Trump's been speaking for what, a minute and 45 seconds at this point?
And look what happened to our country.
He pause
Probably
it.
20 million.
But no, he's been speaking for a lot longer. But what the timer is that 2 minutes or a minute 51 since the person was first spotted by people in the audience. So what this video is showing is that the Secret Service had 2 minutes to take care of the situation before he opened up fire on Trump, and they did nothing. And they had people that were trying to notify them of this. Random people. If random fucking people see a guy on top of a shed or a building and the Secret Service hasn't spotted them yet, and that's a problem, then you have people that are notifying the authorities of it, and they're still not doing anything. This is fucking terrifying.
So to where I'll say, why is Secret Service? Because he literally just got up from his seat. He's sitting down over here.
Well, again,
why is he getting up and moving
that guy
people?
That guy could have just walked up. But what I'm saying is there's no barrier there. So that guy being directly behind the president, he could have just walked up. I'm just saying, to be as realistically as possible about it, until I see more evidence that guy had been there for 10 minutes. For all I know, that guy could have just walked up, and the Secret Service guy is like, "You're too close, directly behind Donald Trump. You can't be there." I'm just, you know what I mean?
We'll watch it for a little bit, but I do have a counter argument.
What happened to our country? Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that says,
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
We got breaking news. Coming in. Shots fired. Seems to be shots fired at the Trump rally. Is he okay? We need to go live right now.
We know when to stop laughing.
Keep going.
We are live right now at the Trump rally. We don't know if President Trump has been shot. We know he hit the ground. We do not know if President Trump has been shot. He's up. Shots are still continuing to be fired. He's giving a thumbs up, everybody. He's giving a thumbs up. Breaking news right now. This is Vanessa Broussard reporting to you live from Butler, Pennsylvania. We hear shots fired at the rally not 10 to 15 minutes after President Trump arrived. He hit the ground.
Pause.
Unheard of yet.
Did you see Melissa McCarthy there? Can't even fucking get the phone, her gun out of her holster. Did you see that? Back it up like 3 seconds.
Yeah, I was highlighting it with my mouse. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, look at her right here. Watch Melissa McCarthy. Okay, here we go. Watch. She doesn't know what she's doing with her gun.
The entire time. You see her right here. She is terrified for her fucking life.
Yeah.
She's not doing her job. And even before, about 15 seconds prior.
You know what she's probably thinking right now? I wish I had a man to protect me. Is probably what she's thinking.
She's thinking, I wish I had a Big Mac right now.
Watch
Breaking
this.
news right now.
Right
This
here.
is Vanessa Broussard.
Yeah, look. Now wait, watch this. Though it's not it. Watch the
We
rest.
hear
Can't even
shots
holster her weapon.
Fired at the rally, not 10 to 15 minutes after President Trump
Jesus
arrived.
Christ.
He hit the ground.
This is
God.
why. This is why. I made a tweet yesterday. Women should not be on the front lines in the military and Secret Service and in law enforcement. There's no need for it. Women, and let me preface this. Women do have a job. Women do have their duty in law enforcement, in military, in Secret Service, not on the front line, please. And this is a clear indication, a clear example of why. Now, there may be some exceptions to the rule. This individual is clearly under-certified, not trained, and scared fucking shitless, has a full diaper of diarrhea during the entire time. It is a joke. This woman, do you think this woman right now would be looking after being Secret Service for Joe Biden? Do you think she would be Secret Service for Barack Obama? Do you think she'd be Secret Service for any Democratic potential presidential nominee? No. But for Donald Trump, it is perfectly okay. It's a fucking joke.
I will say this though. Hang on. I gotta put a little I'm gonna come at this from an ignorant standpoint, I guess, but maybe a lot of my takes on the internet could be prefaced with that. But does Trump not have some say-so over this? Like when Trump sees like Melissa McCarthy as his fucking Secret Service detail, does he not have a little bit of say and be like, what are we doing, guys? I'm literally the most famous human being on the planet, and I'm targeted everywhere I go. What are we doing?
You beg a very good question, Jeremy. Does Donald Trump have the say-so? Does Donald Trump have the say-so?
A lot of people say no. A lot of people say no.
The lady that was appointed
that's
in charge of the Secret Service was appointed by Biden in 2021, I believe.
And she has, I think she's defiantly come out and said that she is not stepping down with calls of saying like she should resign. And she has defiantly come out and said she's not stepping down. And
well, good. Then she should be fired.
You can guarantee who's going to do it? Biden? Of course not. No. And this is the whole thing.
And it's not going to be the lady either. It's not going to be the lady that Joe Biden called a man in the previous video that we just watched either.
Yeah. I mean, unless we're talking about Big Mike, you should not have any women on that detail.
Let me ask you this question.
Big Mike could bench press all the people at that rally.
Let me ask you this question. You're out with your family. There's gunfire. Would you rather have your father or your mother look out for you and cover your body as their son or daughter? There's gunfire. There's a public shooting. Would you rather have your father lay their life for you or your mother? Who do you think is more willing?
Yep.
100% of the time, it should be your father. And if you say your mother, you're a fucking liar.
Well, I mean, ultimately, this is a bigger problem that we see across the board, and DEI is a problem. And whereas we talk about like movies and entertainment and all of that, it's affecting everything. It's why it's not the only reason I don't fly, but it makes the decision to not fly a lot easier, knowing that they're putting DEI practices within the airlines now. And I would just rather have both hands on the wheel. I'd rather have both hands on the wheel, but this is chilling to watch, man. It is chilling and scary. Very, very scary to watch.
There's a clip here where you get a clear look at the woman. I mean, we've all seen the picture of the woman hiding, cowering behind. You see it here live.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
We got breaking news. Coming in. Shots fired. Seems to be shots fired at the Trump rally. We don't know if President Trump has been shot. We know he hit the ground. We do not know if President Trump has been shot.
So, Jay Hellstorm, you might know. Is this Corey? Is this Corey right here that I'm highlighting on the right side of the screen?
I'm not sure. I would assume. Well, you had two other people that were critically injured, so I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't see. There is some breaking news that they found out about the sniper.
Or what? Go ahead, pull that up. Pull it up.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up.
Chat saying yes.
It out.
Chad is saying yes. That's where Corey was.
All right, let me zoom in here.
All right, here we go.
All right, so Thomas Crooks took out a rangefinder, which was noticed by a sniper before the rally, before he disappeared and returned with a backpack. Let me say that again. Snipers saw Crooks pull out a rangefinder to calculate the distance to the target and still didn't stop him. According to CBS News, snipers observed Crooks checking out the structure, taking out a rangefinder, and later returning with a backpack. Then, local law enforcement says Crook kept disappearing before he climbed on the roof. One of the snipers inside saw Thomas Crooks outside and looking up at the roof, observing the building. Crooks came back, sat down, looked at his phone. At this point, one of the snipers took a picture of him. Crooks took out a rangefinder, and the sniper radioed to the command post. Crooks disappeared again, and then came back a third time with a backpack. The snipers called in with information that he had a backpack and said he was walking towards the back of the building. Officers now think Crooks used an air conditioning unit to get on the roof. All this, and yeah, they allowed all that to happen.
There's a lot of questions, man.
I am astonished. I'm astonished at this, dude.
And there's
holy crap! What a
all of these
failure
questions
on every level.
Correct. All these questions that we all have. I fear that we will never get the answer to.
Probably won't.
Because it is Donald Trump.
Yep, that's it. Orange man bad. As a matter of fact, go to my Twitter account and scroll down just a little bit earlier. I retweeted Colin Rugg because I want to talk about the man that lost his life and what his wife said. I don't know if everybody heard this story or not, but it's so if you scroll down just a bit, you'll see Colin. Keep going right there. Enhance it. Do you not know how to do that? Do we have a bunch of retarded people?
I just did it.
Okay,
I
there
just
we go.
did it. Son
All
of
right.
a bitch.
So the wife of Corey, I think it's a Is it Comparator?
Comparatore, I believe.
Okay. Says she denied a call from Biden after her husband was shot at the Trump rally. Helen says she doesn't blame Biden for what happened to her husband, but didn't want to talk to him, according to the New York Post. Corey's final words were, "Get down," according to, go back, scroll back. According to Helen. He's my hero. He just said, "Get down." That was the last thing he said. He was a simple man, but he put his wife and kids first all the time. I did nothing here. I didn't lift a finger. He did everything. I didn't talk to Biden. I didn't want to talk to him. I don't have any ill will towards Joe Biden. I'm not one of those people that gets involved in politics. I support Trump. That's who I'm voting for. But I don't have ill will towards Biden. He didn't do anything bad to my husband. A 20-year-old despicable kid did. What a badass woman. What a badass, respectable woman right there. So, truly sad. This dude, obviously, he's a hero. He's a respectable family man. And I'm glad that she denied Joe Biden's phone call. Fuck Joe Biden. And fuck Joe Biden, period. Like, that doesn't change. Joe Biden can sit here and have these interviews and claim that we need to come together. Fuck Joe Biden. Joe Biden has created the divisiveness in this country. Joe Biden has said MAGA people are a threat to democracy. Joe Biden has put a target on everyone's back that wears a MAGA hat. Joe Biden put a target on Trump by saying point blank, put him in the bullseye. Pull up that video of him and Lester Holt, if you guys can find it, where Lester Holt asks him about his bullseye comment. Look at his response. The dude is gone. The dude is gone.
What do you want me to look up?
Lester Holt, and then Bullseye. Just type Lester Holt Bullseye, and it should come up. And there's some video of it. And
I got it.
Okay, go ahead, share it. But this dude is so cooked. He is so cooked. It is out of control how cooked he is, and it's only going to get worse. And I got a quick prediction I need to revise. So let's listen to this first, and then we'll go.
I've never seen a circumstance where you ride through certain rural areas of the country. People have signs there, big Trump signs with middle sign saying F Biden, and the little kid standing there putting up his middle
This
finger.
is old, right?
That's the kind of stuff that is just
It looks recent.
inflammatory and
He's orange.
a kind of viciousness. It's a very different thing than to say, look, I really disagree with Trump's the way he takes care of taxes.
Yeah, that's not it. Right there, the end wokeness video right below it. It's the end wokeness, that one.
Boom. There you
go. Okay.
Yeah, the term is bullseye.
It was a mistake to use the word. I didn't say crosshairs. I meant bullseye. I meant focus on him. Focus on what he's doing.
You called your opponent an existential threat on a call a week ago. You said it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. There's some dispute about the context, but I think you appreciate
I didn't say
words matter.
crosshairs. I was talking about focus on. Look, the truth of the matter was, what I guess I was talking about at the time was there was very little focus on Trump's agenda.
Yeah, the term is bullseye.
It was a mistake to use the word. I didn't say crosshairs. I meant bullseye. I meant focus on him. Focus on what he's doing.
You called.
This dude is gone. Okay, he's gone. This guy is done. Now, here's my updated prediction. Because of what happened and the failed assassination attempt, I don't believe Joe Biden is stepping down now. I think that the Democrats have somewhat accepted that they cannot compete with Donald Trump at this point in time. I think that they have kind of accepted it. I think they're just going to go down with the Biden ship now. I don't think he's going to be pushed out. There's too much attention that's moved over to Trump, and now the momentum has moved to Trump. I don't think that, and maybe he never, like, my prediction was after his press conference, I felt like he was going to have a really bad weekend. That's what I said. If you remember, I said it's going to be a bad weekend of PR. And then Monday, I feel like that was this Monday that he's going to be done. Well, something else happened. And regardless if that was ever going to come true or not, I have no idea. I think there's probably a slim chance that would have actually happened. But now I'm very confident that Joe Biden will be the nominee now. It feels like the game has changed. It feels like the Democrats know that they are basically done, and they have a lame duck president who has no idea where he's at and what he's doing. With that said, MAGA people need to keep the momentum going, and it needs to be a insurmountable amount of votes to set this forward so we can make sure that there is no disputing who the rightful president will be in January. That's what we have to stand up for. So, but yeah, so there we go. All right. So we've had a great stream tonight. Don't get complacent. That's right, Sally Ito. Can't get
Jeremy,
you got to move
you
forward.
completely cut out for the last 30 seconds. You're still frozen.
Well, what the fuck?
Now you're good. It's now you sound fine.
Okay, the best stream. Somebody said the best stream. All right, am I good now? Am I back? Am I dead?
You're kind of pixelated, but
God damn it!
I can hear you.
You know what?
I can hear you good.
Yeah. I mean, listen. What you guys have to understand is this is a professional operation. Okay, this is a professional operation. We have the best production value ever. Today, when I was streaming, everybody was complaining about the audio, and I'm like, guys, if you're here for audio, and then somebody says, Jeremy, you should test the audio before you go live. I'm like, I've been testing the audio for like 5 years. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm not very good at this. It's not that I don't know, man. I like to stay with what got me there, man. I don't want to evolve too much. Having a microphone like this is actually too much. A USB mic is actually the way to go for me. But, big professional stream here, and that's what we do around here. That's what we do. So, Jay Hailstorm.
Yes.
Am I still here? Am I dead or anything like that?
Nah, I was about to make a comment on how you were holding that microphone, but you're good.
Hayden Wayne says Supreme Court had a leak about Roe v. Wade. Was there a leak of something upcoming? I don't know. A rooftop without somebody on it is a rooftop without someone on it is wild with a clear view to the podium. No name for almost 36 hours. It's weird. Secret Service may have been investigating a possible threat. Yeah, I can't really make a lot of sense of this whole scenario at all. It's never gonna. I don't know if it's ever gonna make sense. I just don't know. Lone Wolf for 20 says counter sniper had his sights pre-aimed on camera. He paused, looked up, waited for G fire, then dropped down and pulled the pre-aimed tripod scope. They waited, and it's on camera. Question is why? 100%, man. And I think Beardo kind of broke it down pretty good. It's it's never probably going to get fully answered because it is Donald Trump. Maddening 419 for 20 says third super chat, the charm. Missed them if you guys read mine on the day of the shooting. Grateful for your channel. Thoroughly enjoy the Geeks and Gamers crew. You're fighting the good fight, Jeremy. Thank you and God bless. Are you still here? Are you still here? I hope you're still here. And I apologize for any missed super chats that I've had from previous streams. When I get back for any super chats that have been missed in other streams, even if I got to do a 10-hour stream, we will get caught up on all of them because everybody's super chats matter. Yep. All right. Maddening is still here. There we go. Got your super chat, brother. Thank you for the support. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. And, you guys make this channel what it is. Manuel Lopez for 20 says, hey, guys, FYI, they moved the people out of the bumper area where they need to evacuate the president. They always keep that clear of people and obstacles. That's kind of the point I was thinking too. I was like, I can't, like, I'm going to call things out if they are a cause for concern, for sure. But when I see certain stuff that I'm just like, I can justify that. I can justify that. Eric CB 912 says, for those who are concerned about Vance in 2016, I can vouch that people can change. I was indifferent about Trump in 2016 and believed some of the media lies. Now I'll walk through broken glass to vote for him. Trump 2024. That's what's up, man. Love hearing that. Thank you for the perspective from your side of things. Glad to have you on board. Michelle for 1999 says, let's see. Michelle says, watching with my son who got me into CobraCast. Wow, Beardo is a hottie. Is this Beardo's alt account?
That's why he's muted.
That's why he's muted. This has got to be Beardo's alt account. There's no way. Michelle, no, I'm just messing with you, Michelle. Thank you. We're gonna go back to that one. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. I'll go back to that one when he gets back. You know how we roll around here. Let's see here. All right, let me go to the top here. We've got Jeremy's camera is gay for $1. Thank you. Jeremy's camera is gay. Mike Hill says, used to be a fan of Jack Black until the shit he said the other night. Yeah, dude's lost it, man. He's lost it. G2 Bryce says, Jeremy is a fig. Thank you. Jeremy's camera is gay says, late and gay cast. Brer says, Beardo did a decent job this morning, though Mike was the MVP. Who's going to be on Cobra Cat, or who's going to be on Daily tomorrow? We shall see. Aaron says, you eat at the OG Culver's yet, you big fig? So I ate at a Culver's here. I don't think it was like the OG Culver's. Let me just say something. This is going to be a controversial take. So far, I've had Culver's and Shake Shack since I've been here. In respect to the two experiences I've had, Shake Shack was better than Culver's here in Wisconsin so far. Shake Shack was better. I mean, I love Culver's, don't get me wrong, but shit, just here in Wisconsin, one time I've had each, Shake Shack was better. Shake Shack was better. Now, in Pensacola, it's Culver's all day, every day. But Shake Shack was really freaking good. Golden Nugget says, Jeremy, your sound sucks. It always does. Pokey says, can the Secret Service hire Alec Baldwin's finger? And thank you, ABF, for those 50 gifted memberships. Heath Nation says, I'm voting for Jeremy, MCU fan of 2020 in 2024. Let's make the 199 even better than before. Thank you. Peter Frazee says, Vance was a never Trumper. I don't think he is a good pick for VP. In my opinion, hopefully at least Vivek is on the Trump cabinet. I think Vivek will, didn't Vivek say he's willing to fill the senator seat?
Yeah, he said he's strongly considering that.
Okay, there you go. So I think that would be a better role right now to have Vivek as the senator to take that seat of JD Vance. I think that would be great. Caleb says, hey, Jeremy, really appreciate your content. It keeps me occupied out on the road. I drive a semi. Shout out to the truck driving working man. Have fun at the RNC. Stay safe on your way home. I wish I could do more, but I can't because of fucking Biden. Brother, I appreciate it. You, as I've said 1,000 times, you and no one else ever needs to send me a penny. I will do this forever as long as you guys will allow me. I do appreciate anytime anyone sends me money, and you do keep the lights on. You keep this whole entire business of Geeks and Gamers moving forward. So thank you greatly from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, just being here means the world to me. Maximus BT says, where my breeds at? Don't start that. Jeremy's Cameras Gay says, did you see Donald Trump Jr. talk MSDNC? Talk to MSDNC. Yes. If you're talking about the one on the floor where he called him a clown and told him to get out of here, I saw that one. If there's another one, I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Eric K says, JD Vance was a never Trumper. He said he would vote for Hillary before Trump. He did say that. Gerald Armstrong says, Vance, I don't hate it nor love it. It's okay, but he shouldn't be the heir to MAGA. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it too. Eric K says JD Vance is to get the big tech money and vote. Nathan Daines says it's not just about Trump. It's about the next 8 years and who leads MAGA. Vance ate it. That's the way I look at it. Kevin Cron says that the establishment hate JD Vance because he is like Trump, who do not want us to get into war. He wants us out of Ukraine. He does want us out of Ukraine. Dana's Game Reviews. Greetings from Seattle, the woke capital of the U.S. President Trump 2024. Let's go. Thank you.
Go.
Jared Armstrong says, I heard that the building that he was on was the watch command post for the counter sniper. That's what people are saying. Seven Cross says it was an inside job. Beardo, you can read that next one.
Yeah, Michelle for $20. Watching with my son who got me into Cobra Cast. Wow, Beardo is a hottie.
Is that your alt account?
Timotango with a $5. Vote Trump for Saint Hood. Thank you for the $5. Dave with the $5. Vance will help Republicans win Senate seat held by three-term incumbent Sherrod Brown in Very Red, Ohio. Thank you for the $5. Crafty Beer Guy with the $10. Trump is the man, the myth, the legend. Trump 2024. First time doing this. You guys rock. Eric Hellafinger with a $10. I wonder how the
Heffelfinger, not Hellafinger.
What'd I say?
You said Hellafinger. Am I wrong? Did he not? Chad, did he say Eric Hellafinger?
I don't think
he
I
said
said
Hellafinger. I think he did.
Eric Heffelfinger with the $10. I wonder how the DNC is going to handle security at their convention with this attempt and the left promising to their version of peaceful protest. I wouldn't be going anywhere near it. Thank you for the $10. Yogurt Fingers with the 6 months. Are you familiar with the Kalergi plan? It's step for step what's happening in the West. If you study rabbinic techniques, teachings. I'm trying to read quick. I know we have a lot of super chats here. Rabbinic teachings, they blatantly state their goals. Thank you. Fenrir Fire for 14 months by Dumbnonics. Dumbnonics. Thank you for the 14 months. Andre CR for 2,500. Jay knows how to use YouTube video controls. Bring him on and kick Jay Hailstorm. Alexander with a $5. Live band DJT with some hearts. Thank you. River Miles with the $10. The Sagas of the MAGA King. Thank you for the 10. Gerald Armstrong for 16 months. If Amber Rose can make a speech, I'm sure Jeremy can make a speech at the RNC.
I don't have a forehead tattoo.
Beardo's back parking lot wristies. Hey, what are you talking about? For a $2, Beardo channeling Ryan. What about Amber Rose? Yeah, it's a little weird. Zeke Jackson with a $5. Trump is the greatest leader of the free world in my lifetime, if not ever. My MAGA hat is on. Lots of love from Australian Trump 2024. Your
I'll put
Barmy
my
for a
hat on right now.
Your Barmy, mine comes in tomorrow. My new one. Your Barmy for a $2 says maybe she'll say Puerto Rico. Nick Hudson for a $2. Jeremy needs a Bama forehead tattoo. Roll Tide. That says Roll Tide. Matthew with the $5. Where's I have streamer feet, Ryan?
Let's go.
Drill, baby, drill. That's one I got. It's coming tomorrow. Sean Awesome for a $2. Slowly, Beardo. Car is red. Car go fast. I like car. Thank you.
Hang on. Look at this. Hang on. Just hang on. Keep reading.
Rye the Guy for a $10. Beardo went to Zoolander Center for kids who can't read good and want to learn to do other stuff good too. Westfield with $5. Breaks my heart to see Trump with his ear covered. He was so close to the end. This should never have happened. Westfield with the $5.
Look at that. Look at
that's
that.
badass.
That's sexy.
That's badass. Westfield with the $5. God willing, he is elected, but this time I want an AG who will hold people accountable, unlike Bill Barr. Enough already. Black Tiger with the $2. He reminds me of the lawyer in The Winter Soldier. Ratio with the $5. He ain't going to endorse Trump, but this is still a paradigm shift. Lord Botha, yeah. Lord Botha with a $5. Oh wow, a union boss droning on the plight of the workers. How original. Brock with 50 gifted memberships. Thank you, Brock. Ratio with another 5. I will never unite with people who think gender-affirming surgeries for minors is okay. Does VP think that? Is that a stance?
I can't imagine he does. I think he's probably talking about this, like Biden talking about wanting to unify and shit.
Gotcha. Lapco with a $5. That's the dork that almost got leveled by my Oklahoma senator. Slain Hope with the $2. Trump kept auto in the U.S. Biden gave it to Mexico. Facts. Keck Lord with the $5. Labor unions are a huge deal to a campaign. Hot Fart Fernando with a $1.99. Is Ryan there to tell him to shut the fuck up? G&G plays highlights.
Full ultra MAGA, baby.
Boom. Let's go.
There we go. Full ultra MAGA.
G&G plays highlights for a $5. Says, let's go. Andy Phelps became a new channel member. Thank you, Andy. Eric K with a $2. Cancel Biden. He misgendered. North of the Rockies for a $10. In quotes, in the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud under the bludgeons of chance. My head is bloody but unbowed. William Ernest Henley, Invictus. Thank you for the $10. Defending Truth for a $2. Trump picked a white Christian male based. Timbo Slice for a $10. Time will tell with JD Vance. The proof is in the pudding. I am hopeful.
I'm going to make it even better. I'll be back.
Taker with a $5. Careful, Beardo. If you screw up reading chat, you'll see your job outsourced and you'll be replaced by some bearded Indian guy named Sanjeep. Probably. You fucked that bitch for a $1.99. He didn't have short girls guarding him today. That's true. Nick Savage with a $5. No 130-pound, 5-foot chick in this security. Heir to the Ron for a $5. He was up there for 26 minutes and a fall guy for the shooter in the water tower. Zach Strout for a $5. Judge Aileen Cannon dismisses the case in Florida, and now she has impeachment talk leveled at her now. Heir to the Ron for a $10. The guy moving people in the front row, if he wasn't Secret Service, he was crouching like he was expecting something. Yeah, it's weird, man. VJ the Vigilant for a $5. Trump gives me so much pride and courage. Just imagine us going through all of this without him. Lower Lip Slicker for a 9 months. That guy could play the kingpin. Hayden with the $10. There's probably always a threat, but they have to verify before ending the rally. Verifiable threat is a thing. There's probably a lot for Trump. Secret Security has to be sure before whisking him away, probably. Yeah, but there was a lot of fishy stuff, man. Vice for a $10. Remember when they gave Obama protective walls they set up around him when he did his speeches? I guess he was special.
Now we're
Zach
full
Updegraff.
Ultra MAGA. Now we're full Ultra MAGA.
Ultra MAGA, baby. Zach
Should I go
Updegraff
to
for
the
an 8
RNC
months.
like this tomorrow? Should I go to the RNC like this? Like, what's up, my fellow MAGAs?
You might get stopped several times by security. Zach Updegraff for an 8 months. Did the ear shot in the hydraulics of the forklift cause the spray and slight collapse of the forklifts behind Trump? 199 Trump 2024. Let's fucking go USA. Manuel became a new channel member. Thank you, Manuel. Defending Truth for a $2. Imagine trusting your life to a woman. I would never. River Miles for a $10. She's thinking, fuck this DEI shit. I'm out. Force Geek for a $5. Please leave a link to that combination footage. It's amazing. I need to share it with everyone. It needs to be shared far and wide. God bless y'all. God bless you, Force Geek. Thank you.
And I have sad news today.
Uh-oh.
I had to throw away my Yeti thermos.
Oh, why? Oh, because they wouldn't let you in with it, huh?
Secret Service wouldn't let me, and it was like, do I walk 2 miles all the way back to my fucking car to take my thermos back, or do I just throw it away? Get another one now. Oh man, it's killing me now because I keep it full of ice water all the time, and yeah, so I had to buy another one. So. It actually wasn't even a Yeti. It was not a Yeti. It was a. It's a Stanley. It's a Stanley.
A Stanley Cup. There you go.
Yeah.
I Pam Annell with a $2. Their periods attract bears. This is true. Have you ever watched Family Guy?
You know how the Stanley had those like viral things going of like the fucking woman had like her Stanley Cup in her car caught on fire and all that.
Yeah.
Was that like set up?
No, that was real.
You sure?
Yeah.
Sure it wasn't like a Mr. Beast moment?
I don't think so. I think that was real.
I don't know.
I think that was real. Defending Truth with the $2. Hire black security guards like a man. 3/5 off. Jeez Louise. Philip Butler with a $199. I went to a 2020 rally. I didn't see female SS. Billy Mack with the $2. Women are not warriors. Women cannot beat up men. Andy plays games with the $2. Beardo, what if both parents are space witches? Then you'd be completely fine. Front toward enemy with the $10. I don't blame her for her incompetence. I blame her leadership. They failed her by not training her better. Truth. The coconut with the $2. Biden makes Beardo look educated. Thank you. Ride the guy with the $5. Biden has a tell. Every time he says the word look, he's about to lie. Cole Hauser with a $5. Jeremy, as a former conservative member here in Canada, I left the party because many high-level conservatives supported Hillary, including politicians. Thank you, Cole Hauser. Gen X.
Cole Hauser's awesome, by the way.
Hail. Yeah, badass, man. Gen X with a $5. If you think the Dems are just going to surrender, then you don't know them very well. They play dirty, man. Aided Clock with a $10. Never forget they've done to President Trump, MAGA 2024.
Dude, can we think about this for a minute? I don't know if we fully appreciate what they have put Donald Trump through.
Oh.
And he is still standing.
Yeah.
And not affected at all. They have done everything to him. They have attached Russia to him. They have tried to destroy his presidency when he was president. They then did what they did in 2020, and they shut the whole world down over it. They then indicted him multiple times. They raided Mar-a-Lago. They've thrown 4 indictments. They made him go and get booked. at the Fulton County Jail, where some previously people had been killed in that jail not too long ago. They made him go and take his mugshot. They had Fannie Willis handling that case. You've got Peekaboo James in New York handling that case. You got Judge Engeron or whatever his name was, that corrupt piece of shit. You had Jack Smith going after Trump, and they were just allowing it. And none of it worked. They tried to kick him off the ballots. They did it in Colorado. You remember that, where they took him off the ballot temporarily? They tried everything, and now all of that failed. And now they just shot him. And he stood up and said, fight. This motherfucker is on another level that is hard to comprehend.
He gave up his billionaire lifestyle to protect this country.
Yep.
Santos Frost with a $5. The shooter Thomas Crooks was featured in a BlackRock ad in 2023. Absolutely, he was. Maddening became a new channel member. Thank you, Maddening. Fantastic Mr. Knox with a $5. Been reading people who do TikToks happy that Trump got a pew-pew at are getting fired from a job and Musk looking to demonetize Destiny on Twitter. Beetlejuice became a new channel member.
I'm not in the business of telling people what to do on social media because it really doesn't matter what I say. But I'm not sure I'm ever going to acknowledge Destiny's existence on Twitter because that's literally all he's looking for is to
He's
get
a broken
MAGA
man.
Response. The dude is, I personally, the more Destiny says the things he says on Twitter, the happier I get because this dude is so gone. And Trump's success has broken this dude so bad. And he's now at a point where his only joy is to get a triggered response from MAGA people now. That's really all he's trying to do. That's all he's trying to do.
He's a broken man, man.
Mm-hmm.
John Q. Ghost for a $10. Thank you, John. Axel Jensen with a $5. Voted for Hillary in 2016 because I was stupid and trusted the media. Found Jeremy after The Last Jedi. Been a proud Trump supporter, Trump voter since 2020. People can change. Lapco with a $5. Biden was heartbroken. The widow rejected his call. He really wanted to meet with the family once he heard the word daughters. Yeesh. ASIO, My Sanity with a $10 says nothing. Thank you for the $10. Heart Ponder with a $5. Leftis said the attempt on Trump's life was staged. Well, it was. Trump was, in fact, on a stage in front of an audience. Dum-dums. Roman with the 15 months. At least we know JD learns from his mistakes. Plus, he worked his way up from the trailer park to Trump's VP pick, American Dream. Ballistic with a 199. Alex Jones predicted this. Hail the 199. Alex Jones has predicted a lot of things, man. Flag Ninja with a $5. Beardo getting corrected by Alabama public school level education. Hey, it happens.
Hey, hang tight just for a minute because I want to give Rumble some love really quickly. So
let's do it.
Thank you guys. Salty Vader for 20 over on Rumble says, "Hey Jeremy, you need to watch the video from Tyrone Magnus he dropped 2 hours ago." Okay, I watched Tyrone. I'm subscribed to Tyrone, so I will be happy to check out that video from my boy Tyrone Magnus. Dude, I've been watching Tyrone Magnus forever. The fact that I know Tyrone Magnus is still kind of crazy to me. Like I tell you guys, like I don't, and I mean it, I don't get starstruck by a typical thing, but like I've been watching Tyrone Magnus for a long time on YouTube, and the fact that I know this dude, like that I'm friendly with him, is kind of crazy to me. That's the type of like just real people, I guess, is the only thing that I can kind of say that starstrucks me is like if it's just like some real people, you know. Like when I got to meet Beardo, like it's nice to meet a gay guy, you know. Like it was nice. It's like it's cool, you know.
Thanks, boss. Appreciate it.
Hang on. Lord of the Rings says goosebumps. Fucking goosebumps. Trump 2024. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Vault 95 says, dude, hang on real quick. I'm walking around the fucking, like, this is where I don't belong at the RNC, okay? I'm walking around the RNC with my gimbal, all right, on my phone. I got all these fucking politicians walking by me, highly respectable members of the media, and I'm going, I don't know, a celluloid dream for two. Jeremy is a fig. Just saying this out loud, like walking around a convention. People are interviewing Kevin McCarthy out there. You got Speaker Johnson's out there. You got all these and I'm just reading super chats where my audience is insulting me, and I'm like, I don't belong here. There's no reason that I belong here at all. But let's see, we got Vault 95 says, Jeremy, did you watch the Trump animation Krista posted? Trump too a badass to be stopped. The hero the world needs. I did see that animation. It's really awesome. It's really awesome. JD Corey says, is it bad when the forehead takes away from the boobs? Let's talk about Amber Rose. JD Corey says, the union guy needs to get a forehead tattoo. Look at all that real estate he has. Vault 95 says, the crowd does not really sound impressed with that union dude. Any applause is minimal. No wonder leftist licked up that puke. JD Corey says, this union guy sounds like a Bernie puppet. The hand is going where? Bill Dozer says, LIHOP, they let this happen. Occupant 42 for 20 says to help cover the cost of your technology for boomers class. Thank you. Southeastern Kaiju says, Jeremy, Democrats are like Reavers. They never lay down. River Tam Serenity, they won't. Occupant 42 for another 20 says, when you come to the king, you best not miss. They missed. Abso-freaking-lutely. That Rumble extension helps a lot. That Rumble extension is fantastic. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Jacobo with a $5. Trump may have lost a piece of his ear, but he did lose a piece of his love for the people. Trump 2024, baby. US, US, US. Thank you, Jacobo.
By the way, and thank you. FlexFit hats are currently, we're in discussions to get those, the 199 and Geeks and Gamers FlexFit hats. We're working on it right now, okay? We're working on it.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, we're bringing back fanny packs, and we're calling them utility belts.
You're damn
Geeks
right.
and Gamers utility belt. The most Chad Alpha thing you can do is buy a Geeks and Gamers utility belt, okay?
Hell yeah.
That's listen, I don't have the statistics in front of me. If you're looking to get laid by a lot of hot ladies, you get a Geeks and Gamers utility belt, it's going to increase your chances by a lot.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Billy Smith with the $5. Jeremy is Sig Hansen's from Deadliest Catch Doppelganger. Okay, there we go. Doppelganger.
No, Steph, not yet. We're working on it. We're not launching those yet, but it will be like a 2-week campaign. But we're getting there though. We're getting there.
Aaron James for 3 months. Tinfoil prediction, false flag against Joe. They blame MAGA seeking revenge war on Trump supporters. World War III martial law. Illegals will vote.
Somebody said, if I buy 20, will I get 20 ladies? Maybe.
Maybe.
You never know. You never know.
You might
These
get
are
40.
the best, listen, these are the best utility belts, okay? Some people say they're the best utility belts.
They might be the best.
A lot of people say they're the best utility belts. A lot of people.
Coop for a $2. Need to play You Missed at the end. Alan Tanasi with a $5. I got the Black Hat MAGA 2 gangster-ish.
Somebody said you'll get 20 dudes.
Banning full ultra MAGA, but mostly peaceful. Jacobo with another 5. Sorry, I meant to say, but he did not miss a piece of his love of the people. Sorry, guys. Hey, no, you're good. We understand you. Haruno with the $5. Beardo hates reading properly more than Destiny hates being not a trash bag of old coom. This meme brought to you by Beardo's Mob of Mods. Thank you, Haruno. Appreciate you. Zeltroid, Johnny64 with the $5. Get some muscle or a beard, Jeremy. You look like Antifa now.
Dude, I shaved. So here's the thing. In person, I've been told this by very trusted people in my life that when I do have a beard, it makes me look like a fucking old fuck. Like, I don't know, Beardo looks like he's 84 with a beard. If he shaved, he probably looks like he's 12, you know.
This is true.
This
is true.
But I I keep a little bit of like peach fuzz there, you know, like a little bit. But yeah, I did. I shaved for the RNC because my content doesn't make me look like I belong there, but hopefully my appearance does a little bit. So
the Raging American with a 109, Jeremy. Who did you talk to tonight just on a stream?
Say what now?
Jeremy, who did you talk to tonight just on stream?
Just on stream? What do you mean? You mean like who did I talk
Like
to?
on your previous Cobracast today?
Oh, the only people that I actually talked to that I didn't know was there was Scott Pressler. I ran into him. We had a quick little interview with him. The audio, I went back and listened to it, and it was so bad. It was so bad. I'm like, why do people watch me? I don't understand it. It makes no sense. Oh, and Robert Barnes was there too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Darth Gavel with the $2. Geez, Joe Biden reads better than Beardo. Hey, you watch your mouth. Horror Amorata with a $5. Mom and I were defending you from sheep calling you a fig. Then you admitted it was Stanley. We couldn't hide the truth after that.
I did see Laura Loomer. I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I hopefully I will. And I know the big question everybody keeps saying is, did you meet Tim Pool? I had not met Tim Pool yet. I'm not going to go out of my way to meet him because I really it's not really somebody I'm interested to meet. But if I run across him, I will shake his hand. I will introduce myself, and I will find out if he knows who I am or if he doesn't. So,
Rising Underdog with a $5. On Thursday, Trump should walk out to Hans Zimmer, the man, the legend from Top G Maverick, like the Maverick he is.
Hans Zimmer, you fucking uncultured swine.
What'd I say?
Hans Zimmer. It's Hans Zimmer.
No, I said Hans Zimmer.
You said Hans Zimmer.
Well, I didn't mean it. Caleb,
what up,
with
Drunk
a
3PO?
What's up, Jay? Caleb became a new channel member. Thank you, Caleb. James Bursey with a $2. Please play the July 13th anime. It's all over Twitter. If Hailstorm can find it, we'll play it.
Hang on. Toilet Bug says he knows 199. I made it my mission. I'm telling you guys, if Tim Pool knows who I am, he fucking hates me. Like, he fucking hates me if he knows who I am.
There's no
I'm
way.
still 50-50 if he knows who I am. But if he does, he hates me.
I don't think so.
I fucking bet it. Dude, if I was him, I would hate me. I would fucking fuck this guy. He ripped
There's
off my
no
show.
reason.
He's put Jack Murphy's beard on me. He's bitched about my memberships. He's, if I was Tim, I would hate me.
I don't think so.
If I was, and he's justified.
I think you're being
to.
hard on yourself.
No. He's justified to hate me if he knows who I am. He's justified.
Osseo, my sanity with a $5. Jeremy, on your way home, go to Mars Cheese Castle. You get some cheese curds. And for the Geeks and Gamers crew, some of Wisconsin's finest brew, Spotted Cow.
Somebody said that I'm acting like I'm drunk. I've never been drunk a day in my life. I've never
He's just
had
tired.
any alcohol. I am pretty tired. I mean, you got to remember, I did drive like 17 hours to get here. And it's just the process of, I'm not like, I don't want to sound like Hassan Piker whine because I am blessed. But it's pretty exhausting and maybe it's a lack of just not knowing, but we don't know how to get into this fucking event like with a vehicle. So we're having to go. It took like an hour today to park, to find a place to park, and then we literally had to walk like a couple of miles, and we kept getting turned around. Then we had to go to security. Then when we leave, we didn't know exactly where we parked because we got turned around so many times. So it's a lot to even get in the event. So it's just, I want to be there just to, I wish I was just able to just drive and park in like a parking garage. I don't care. I'll pay whatever they want me to pay, but you can't really do that in this situation. And I understand the security measures that they're taking. I absolutely do.
Recoil Rob with the $10. Most of Trump's security were Homeland Security agents, not USSS. Aaron with the $10. Can I get 15 half-eaten cheeseburgers to go?
No, I'm saying. Bro, listen to some rap music for once in your life.
No, I'm saying.
No, I'm saying.
I just don't know how it's spelled.
I'm cool. I'm cool with the black people. Okay. The black
Pie and
people
Odine.
The black people love me. Piano Dean. Wait,
The black people love me.
What did you just call him? Did you say piano? Did you say piano?
Wow.
Separate the two words. Separate the two words. If your name, hold on. If your name is more than one word, separate it. Or at least do some capitalization on the second word. Okay? So I will pronounce your name to which it is spelled. Piano Dean, okay, for a $5. If I'm in Hawaii and I call my mom in Mississippi, she is 6 hours ahead of me. We need a president who can change that. That doesn't make sense. Change your name, Piano Dean. Holy shit. Alan Tanasi with a $5. Jeremy, the NWA MAGA look is dope, but I'm not a fig, so don't get too excited over the compliment. Hail the 199. Seriously, Piano, change your name, brother. Jeremy's camera's gay for a $2. Jeremy trying to pass off being gay. Eric K with a $2. So Jeremy likes meeting other gay guys. Fantastic, Mr. Knox with a $5. Demo Ranch responding to being mentioned on mainstream media, starting with CNN with the shooter wearing one of his shirts. I feel so bad for Demo Ranch. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. He's got nothing to do with it.
No, I mean, it's I get it. I watched this video and he basically was like, this is different from somebody wearing a Nike shirt or something like that because he has such a personal connection with his brand, and whereas Nike really doesn't have that's a big corporation and all of that. But I mean, you can't really control any of that. And Demolition Ranch has got like 11 million subscribers, so he should not. I mean, I think it's almost like with PewDiePie, you know, when that whole thing happened with that shooter and said, like, subscribe to PewDiePie. I know that really fucked PewDiePie up because you never want that. But what are you going to do, man? You can't, with the internet, the way it is now, man, the game has changed and there's people that are going to do crazy things. And there are more famous people now than there's ever been because a retard like me is at least on some level internet famous, on some level. Not very, and I'm not good at what I do, but people know who I am, and I get recognized occasionally, and there's a lot of people that don't like me, and there's a lot of people that do, and there's a lot of people that, you know, don't really give a fuck about me, but there's more famous people now than there's ever been. That's crazy.
Yeah, your mic is cutting out again. You need to hold it really close to your face. And
No,
I
you're
definitely
just-
won't meme you either.
Yeah, you're
no, I'm
just-
not
yeah, you're
joking,
just
but at the same time.
No sound?
It's because your mic was like over here and you're talking like this.
Yeah, it's just because I don't have a.
You got to hold it. Yeah.
I don't have enough money to buy a
Real
microphone
close.
stand. Okay.
Waylon Jennings with a $50. If Trump didn't know then, he does now. God bless him. Absolutely. God bless Donald Trump. Pitt Bucks for a $5. I'm watching Bronny currently, and wow, the shots are about the same. MAGA. Kick Lord Gray with a $5. Bruh, Jer, you look like a total fig with the glasses on. I think he looks good. He looks good.
Gay?
I gotta earn my paycheck somehow. Darth Gabble for a $5. The hand of God was on Trump at the rally. I mean, we came centimeters from a second civil war. I pray his hand remains. Absolutely. Absolutely. God
Agreed.
bless. General Armstrong for a $5. Jeremy looking like the fuck him in the pee guy. Fuck him right in the pussy.
It's a great meme. It's a great meme.
Eric K with a $5. When you buy the fanny pack, Jeremy did not say what gender those people will be. Gay. Thank you. Hakobo with the $5. Hey, Jeremy, I also have the black MAGA hat as well. But my other one, the Never Surrender hat, is coming soon. Can't wait to wear it.
So today, somebody had the gold 45 Trump shoes for sale, which I didn't purchase. I didn't see how much they were. And the reason I didn't see how much they were is because I'm pretty sure I would have bought them if if it was within reason, but I knew they were going to be expensive. And I'm like, those mofos look so good, and I'll rock them here at the convention, man. They look good.
You're not seeing the picture of like I think he's putting them in stores. Like he posted some pictures of like just a line of them.
I hope so, because like those things are freaking cool, man.
The Paco with a $5 got a Geeks and Gamers hat. Picked up a hot chick at the bar. I was a little shocked by her weenie. She said, "What? What? I saw the hat and assumed you were a fig." Thank you for the $5. Is that Socrates or Socrates? Socrates Magoats or Socrates Magoats for a $10.
Magoat.
Scroats. All right.
It's a meme.
Thought it might have been Socrates. Scroats Magoats for a $10. Hey, while you're up there, call Tim a cuck for me.
I'm not going to do that.
Eric K with a $2.
If
Jeremy.
I talk to him, I will be nice.
There you go.
I'll be
Eric
honest, but I'll be nice.
Eric K with a 2. Jeremy, you're not important enough to be hated.
I wish that were true.
Slain Hope with a 2. Roller skates. Keck Lord Gray for a $2. Jeremy had some drinks for once?
No.
Biker Angelo for a $10. I'm Beardo. I eat waffy and apple pie. Ano. Thank you. Cole Hauser with a $5. When Trump is back in, he needs to
authorize. Holy fuck.
He needs to authorize a real G.I. Joe team. I'm serious about this. 199 Trump 2024. Let me reread that, Cole Hauser, for a $5. When Trump is back in, he needs to authorize. He needs to authorize a real G.I. Joe team. I'm serious about this. 199 Trump 2024. It's really close to authorize. It's real close. It's close. Fear the Tardo.
Replace Beardo with Jay. The reason Beardo's here is because Jay can't be.
Damn. I thought it was because of my performance last night.
That didn't sound very good, Beardo. That didn't sound very good.
Fear the Tardo with a $5. Beardo not know
my
who famous.
Performance last night.
Hey, I performed well. Okay. Beardo not know who famous music guy Hans Zipper be. Jared Lee Wright. Beardo be uncultured swine. Lock it in, yay. Thank you. Fantastic, Mr. Knox, for a $5. LeBron School, I believe, has a high failure rate for 8th graders. Are you a part of this statistic, Beardo? Yeah. D's Nuts for a $2 says, okay, Beardo, thank you. Defending Truth for a $2. Don't worry, Jeremy. I'll wear a Geeks and Gamers shirt when I snap. Jeez Louise.
That makes me so happy. It makes me so happy.
Loser Alter Ego with a $5. Watch Tom McDonald's You Missed. It's short and he won't copyright strike you unless you talk mad shit. Everyone here will love the message. Do it.
Yeah, I don't know what
it is really good.
Yeah, well, the problem is I don't know what if you talk mad shit means, because I've already said in the past that I think Tom McDonald's really not that great of a rapper. So I appreciate that he's based and I appreciate that he calls things out, but I don't think he's that great. So that's probably classified as talking shit. Here's how you should do. Maybe don't worry about copyright striking people regardless of what they say, because it's kind of a bitch move if you go, well, I'll copyright strike you if you say something mean. What the fuck does that mean? It's the same thing as hate speech. What does fucking hate speech mean? How about just let people say what they want? So I appreciate that everybody loves this whole thing that he's done, but if there's going to be any type of like, he won't copyright strike you unless you talk shit, well, then I just won't be able to listen to it because I've talked shit before.
The Raging American with a 199. Did you guys hear Jay is right? And invite Grizzy.
I did like his song, his version.
Like fake woke's the one I liked.
It was good. I liked it. I mean, I liked that song, but like done. I've been listening to rap a long time. I don't think Tom McDonald's that good of a rapper. I just don't.
Little Orphan Funkhauser for a $2. Piano Dean is a good name for the Acolyte Fatty. Real Smile Bit, what's up, Smitty, with a $20. On your way back to Florida, you should make a side trip to Metropolis, Illinois, and visit the Superman Museum.
I would love to. I can't because I'm on a time crunch when I leave, but I've always wanted to go to the Superman Museum.
The Admiral for 13 months. Beardo is correct. J.D. Vance equals Lyndon B. Johnson. MT Theater put on LBJ all the way a decade ago. FBI headquartered in Maple Grove. It's not over yet. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Bedlam for 14 months. Have you listened to the new Tom McDonald song You Missed? Hail the Snake Pit. We got it on the list. And
I will
Aquaman for
listen
$5.
to it, but I'm not going to play it. I will listen to it. I'm not going to play it.
Jeremy, if you want your microphone to work, you have to open your mouth really wide and go up and down in a rapid motion. Slain Hope for $2. Tired Jeremy is like tired Shad. It's great content.
I am pretty tired.
Elite Neo with a $5. Was that Beardo channeling his inner Yosemite Sam? He pronounces piano the same way. Objectively a Cat for $2. Beardo reads like Lord Boros Baratheon in House of the Dragon. Thank you. And Aquaman with the $5. When Jeremy is the one...
Say that one again. Read that.
Objectively a Cat for $2. Beardo reads like Lord Boros Baratheon for in House of the Dragon. Thank you for the $2. And Aquaman with the $5. When Jeremy is the... What's his name?
It's Baratheon, not Boratheon.
Just look at the way it's spelled. And Aquaman with the $5. When Jeremy is the one correcting your pronunciation, you know you failed. I'm a failure then. Cole Hauser with the $2. Jeremy, you need a MAGA do-rag. What's up, Holmes?
What's up?
Aaron with the $10. At no period of our political existence have we had so much cause to felicitate ourselves at the preposterous...
Facilitate.
What did I say?
You said felicitate. It's facilitate.
Facilitate ourselves at the preposterous and happy condition of our country. I said it right.
You did say it
Keck
right.
Lord with the $5.
But
Beardo,
I think he spelled it wrong because I didn't even look at it. He must have spelled it wrong.
he had to have.
So,
or else I would have pronounced it right.
Yeah.
Keck Lord with the $5. Beardo is the Ian of Geeks and Gamers. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Toilet Bug for a $5. Commander, when you meet the pool, it'll be fine. Just be sure to tell him you send him a 199 skate hat from Geeks and Gamers. Hail Vegas, baby. You and Eric rock.
Chat's going crazy. I don't know if he... Who was right? Was I right? Was it chat right? Or was Beardo right?
Philip Johnson with the $5. Beardo learned to power through with hooked on phonics, but sadly he was focused on turning pages that he forgot to pay attention to what was on them. Correct. Aaron James with the $5. Can we all pitch in any money for Jeremy to order room service dinner? Jeremy, is there one thing you're looking forward to most while up there?
I mean, I'm just looking forward to Thursday night when Donald Trump takes the stage, and it's going to be incredible for him to take the stage and in that moment. And I'm going to be happy to be there and be part of that. Just witnessing him come out there and experiencing what his speech is going to be. It's going to be pretty incredible as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. Outside of that, I mean, I'm happy to be here. I'm having a great time meeting different people. These things are not typically my cup of tea. I'm not really a big con person. I'm not really a big get-together. Let's hang out and, do interviews and all this shit. This just isn't me. This isn't for me. But I'm having fun, and I'm appreciative of the opportunity for sure. But I don't work to get these opportunities. I don't try to get these opportunities. And I don't really, as we move forward as like independent content creators, I don't think a lot of independent content creators are into this world that much. Some people feel validation though by getting to experience things like this, but it's not really me per se. But I am appreciative.
JC with the $5. You get too much crap around here, Beardo. You're all right in my book. Hey, thank you, JC. Appreciate it. Bush and Ryu Cat with a $5. Saw most of the RNC show tonight. Many proud Americans. Guys, what if Tucker Carlson is picked as the new press secretary for Donald Trump? JD is a good pick.
Alex Jones for press secretary.
Joey Dubs with the $2. Beardo went from Steve Blackman to Horse Hogan. Sure. Force Geek with the $2. If he'd picked Tucker, we'd have no fear in Lyndon B. Johnson. Waka Waka Do for a 3 months. Beardo reads like retardo. Yes. Nerd Takes with a 199 for reading lessons. Thank you. Grasshopper for a $10. Since I've been cutting my waffies like Beardo, my life has improved immensely. Hail the 199 Trump Vance 2024. Hail. The Raging American for a 199. JD sounds like a rhino. DeSantis is much better.
I mean, I personally, I would have rather had DeSantis than JD Vance, but here we are.
Defending Truth for a $2. Jeremy. Fuck, marry, kill. Beardo J. Ryan. That's gay.
I would.
That's gay.
No, there's a simple answer to it. I can't really answer this on YouTube, but I would do one of those things to myself since those are my options. Okay, so let's just move on.
There you go. Force Geek with the $2. Off topic. Daddario or Sweeney? I picked Daddario. I go Daddario too, probably. BFSD 150 for a $5. Tech 9 released a collab album at the same time Eminem dropped his album. I heard both and I like Tech's album better. Tech is #1.
Yeah, I just can't take Eminem seriously anymore. So I know a lot of people like his new album, so I'm cool with that, but I can't take him seriously.
Aaron with the $10. What makes the grass grow? Fertilizer. Thank you.
Yeah, was that in reference to something?
I don't know. Keck Lord with the $5. Beardo, never buy a dictionary or thesaurus, please. Thank you.
Thesaurus?
Yeah, thesaurus.
No, you said thesaurus. It's thesaurus.
I said it quickly.
You still said it wrong.
It might have sounded wrong, but I said it quickly. I said it correct, just quickly.
Fear the Lispo.
Beardo, never buy a dictionary or thesaurus, please. I slowed it down for you guys. Don't worry. We're all caught up.
You didn't get the last one. There's like one more.
No, that was it. Right there.
Oh, did we get to... No, Force Geek's got one. Did you miss that one?
I did it. Off topic. Daddario or Sweeney? I picked Daddario.
Oh, I didn't even see
And I said
that.
Daddario as well.
I pick Haba.
There you go. There's your
I pick
answer.
Haba. There you go, right there.
We're caught up.
All right, guys.
Oh, shit. We got two more. Tardo with the $5. Every time Beardo misread Shat, it just mean one step closer for Tardo to take Beardo's place on Beaks and Tamers. That right, Jared Lee. Lock it in. Yay. Thank you. Aaron James for a $5. Another $5 towards Jeremy's room service. A treats to relax. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Caught up.
And then over on Rumble, we got B. Barrett says, I don't think Vance will be a good VP. Does he even know about AI? I heard that. We've got to play this clip right here as a reminder that Donald Trump is the most badass dude on the planet.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Trump is so funny, dude.
Defending the Truth for a 2. Thesaurus Rex, thank you. And Fantastic Mission Ox for a 2 says hubba hubba.
All right, guys. Thank you. Another one in the books. We appreciate it. Hail to Hailstorm and to Beardo for being here. I appreciate you guys. I will be live from the con tomorrow. We're going to do the same thing we did today, where we'll have one screen with my perspective, and then we'll have another full screen that's kind of showing you like, a good feed of what's going on. Nerd Take says, y'all are legends. Keep doing what you do. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you so much. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I thank you for giving me the opportunities that you give me. Beardo, what do you got going on?
Nothing much, man. Tomorrow night, are we doing main event tomorrow night? We have to be, right?
You are. I don't think I'm going to be there, but main event goes on.
Okay. Tuesday night's main event. Tomorrow night, Geeks and Gamers main channel. I'll be there, and the rest of the crew.
That's right. Hailstorm.
And I'll be on Daily tomorrow as well.
Yep. Hailstorm.
I might go live.
Okay.
Possibly.
There you go.
Make a decision.
It all depends if I can find the 3 other people that I've got to play this game with. So
all right.
we'll see.
Well,
but we're going to finish that only up game.
Go subscribe to Jay Hailstorm and subscribe to Fear the Beardo. And I thank you guys. Flag Ninja says, take care, everyone. Thank you, guys. You guys have been incredibly generous today.
Thank
You've been incredibly generous this week. And I don't know what to say other than thank you. So thank you. Love you all. Have a great night. Trump 2024. We will have more coverage from the RNC tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Notifications on. Follow me on Twitter. And follow me on Rumble. And I'll see you guys over there. Have a good night, everybody. And we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone. Damn it, Axel Jensen. Hang on. Get in here, Beardo. Could you
Axel
imagine if
Jensen
Beardo
with the
went
$5. Could you imagine if Beardo went to the RNC and lost his car? Thank you. Appreciate
There
it.
we
Thank
go.
you for the $5.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Talk to all of you later.